That sounds good. Melted chocolate inside the dash. That really upsells the value. I think you'll be okay here. They have a thin candy shells. Surprised you didn't know that. I think your brain has a thick candy shell. Your brain has a shell on it. Are you talking? Shut up, Richard. Welcome back to a very special two-part Should You Watch This with the Popcorn Priest, home of the Golden Bucket, a weekly podcast where movie enthusiasts, current and ex-movie theater projectionists, new and old friends talk about a movie that we just watched and answer that very question, should or shouldn't you watch this? At first you don't succeed, lower your standards.
Their partnership
It's a clip, Bob. Are you sure?
was created in the factory.
Promise you'll look after Tommy Boy here till he gets his feet wet.
Time out. Bad idea.
Forged on the interstate
Ugh, I can actually hear you getting fatter.
and road tested all the way to Detroit. Chris Farley,
The salesman has left the building.
David Spade, Tommy Boy.
It looks real.
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, March 31st at the...
I'm going to overlay the score of Tommy Boy right now because I had some technical difficulties. So unfortunately,
I'm
Dr.
listening to it up here.
It's inside your mind, Dr. Dare.
He's
Well-
running to his test right now.
We did it. 300 episodes, 186 movies, thousands of hours of research, interviews with Oscar winners, and a lot of good times with you, my guests, and most importantly, movies. That's why I am here, the love of movies and what goes into making them, and the interesting stories behind the scenes. For these very special episodes, we have Dr. Dare back.
Let's go. Thanks for having me, bro.
And we are reviewing one of my favorite movies and one that I have almost watched more than Goonies, which was incidentally our 200th episode, which also included Dr. Dare, our special guest. And if you haven't listened to those two pods, it's a real treat.
100%.
So if you know of Goonies or like it at all, please go.
Peru. He kind of looked like a pirate. It was pretty good.
That's funny. Well, buckle your seatbelts, wash the cow poop off your face, and chill your 6 packs of soda, and let's talk about our Tommy Boy from 1995. Okay, so one little housekeeping item. Technically, this is our 299th episode. However, next week will be 300. So calm down, everybody. I know what I'm doing. This is an encapsulated 2-part episode,
Yeah.
making it our 300th episode. So,
Yeah, we're getting there. You got to take this step before we get there, guys.
okay. So just before you blow up the Instagrams and all the comments, I get it. It's 299. Next week is 300. We'll make another announcement. Okay. The description for this one: after his auto parts tycoon father dies, the overweight, underachieving son teams up with a snide accountant to try and save the family business. I hate that description a lot.
I mean, that's pretty good.
I know,
why
but
do you hate it?
I know it's from 1995, but what if you didn't know his father was going to die?
Ah, fair. I mean, true, but like the plot is just kind of a vehicle for the antics.
I know, but when I watched it, I didn't know that Big Tom Callahan was going to pass away, especially when he did.
I actually hadn't seen it in a long time and was kind of like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's so cute when he gets out of college. It only took him 7 years. And then I was like, oh, crap. Oh, yeah. Okay. I knew that already.
Yeah. So, and then I also think that it's kind of a little, what do you call it? Not very nice to call him overweight. I know he's overweight, but why would you have that in the description?
Maybe they thought it would make it funnier.
Well, it's
We all
just
know
a
who Chris
description.
Farley is.
Yeah, come on. All right. Well, I didn't like the description. Sounds like you're okay with it, but directed by Peter Siegel, director of such hits as Naked Gun 33 and a third, The Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps, 50 First Dates, which I
Nice.
actually like.
Yeah, nice.
And last but not least, Bikini 2, The Saga Continues.
Wow.
It's got a lot on there.
Yeah, he tried his best.
Well, he
He
gave
made
us
some movies.
he gave us Tommy Boy, and that's all I care about. Thank
Correct.
you, Peter.
None of those were even close. Even 50 First Dates.
No, nowhere close.
Not even close.
Yeah, if all you did give us was Tommy Boy, Peter, I salute you as
Yeah.
I give you the praying symbol. But
I feel bad doing salutes because, like, what was it called? Stolen Valor. Do you remember that? Like,
Yeah.
I just feel weird saluting, but I salute like off of calls and just dumb shit, but I feel dumb every time.
what if you do the Boy Scout or the Eagle Scout salute of 3 fingers? I'm an
That's
Eagle
what
Scout.
I should do. I'm
I
an
can
Eagle
do
Scout
that
as well.
So
Look at
pop
that up
off.
there.
Thank you
Eagle
for your
Scout.
service, Dr. Dare,
You're
in
welcome.
scouting.
I'll tie you up and you will not get out.
All right, top billed stars are Chris Farley, David Spade, Brian Dennehy, Bo Derek, Dan Aykroyd, and an uncredited Rob Lowe. It's a good
Yeah.
cast. Runtime of 1 hour and 37 minutes, which is perfect.
100%. It was the perfect time.
Comedies should not go over, well, really 1 hour and a half, but I will allow that 7 minutes.
Movies in general are getting really long. We've talked
Yeah.
about that before.
Yeah.
I don't need it to be 3 hours every time, guys, unless it's like a real epic. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm okay with like a Mission Impossible being like 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45. I'm okay if the Dunacy, which I've hashtagged it here, which is Dune and Odyssey are coming out at the same time. But if Odyssey is 3 hours and 10 minutes,
Correct.
it's
It's
fine.
an epic. Yes.
It's fine. But anything else, especially a comedy, they do not need to be 2 hours. Please
Yeah.
stop it. Okay.
Yeah, like if the new Nate Bargatze comedy is 2 hours, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah, it's too much. Genre on Rotten Tomatoes says comedy adventure.
Fair.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Compared to IMDb's buddy comedy, Quest, it's just a genre as Quest.
How have we... I've never heard you say Quest before. We've watched a lot of Questy shows.
I think they're just AIing them in there. I don't know. It's a new one for me. Here's
Just need
another
one
one.
dude doing this.
Slapstick is just a one. I don't get it. Urban adventure and comedy.
That's out of control.
It's out of control. IMDb, stop, please.
I'll barely take the one adventure.
Yeah,
You don't
adventure
need
is
two adventures.
It really just needs to be comedy. That's it.
It's a buddy comedy, period.
You could add buddy, but I don't even think you need that.
Dude, I actually like buddy comedy because if you have only one or the other, this movie is not very good. I mean, it's just so-so. Them together, like these guys epitomize the idea that two people, the buddy aspect, is critical. So I like it, actually.
Yeah. Which I like that they're not really buddies, but they become more buddies as they go. But that's really great dynamic as well.
That's what the show is about. Friendship.
Yeah. Well, speaking of IMDb, they give it a 7.1 out of 10 from 105,000 reviews.
It's legit.
Rotten Tomatoes gives this a 40% from 48 critics and 90% from 250,000 plus.
That's why
audience ratings.
IMDb is better. The ratings are better on IMDb because critics can eat all the dicks, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't really. I'm starting to agree with a lot of podcasts that I listen to where they're like, I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm like, I like it as just like a snippet, but I'm getting more and more because like even IMDb, it's like they're all around 6 to 7. You know, it's because there's so many people reviewing that. I don't know. I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. If that makes
I get what you're
sense.
saying. Yeah.
Anyway.
Go see them. Don't let that sway you, I think is the key there.
Yeah, just check it out. I mean, when you go to a restaurant, you look at the reviews, but, you know, LeVar Burton, don't take my word for it. Go check it out yourself.
Exactly. That's 100% it.
But however, in this instance, please take my word for it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Where to watch this right now is on YouTube for free with ads. Or if you don't have,
That's
if you
how
have
I watched it, dude.
premium, there's probably no ads. So
I do have premium. There were no ads.
there you go. Or better yet, just buy it. There is actually a 4K for this for $22 out right now.
I've been rebuilding my DVD and Blu-ray collection, and I have not seen it anywhere. We've been like hitting pawn shops and just hitting all over the place. If I would have seen this, I would have bought it.
It's a very smart choice, Dr. Dare, because I don't know, streaming's probably never going to go away, but man, I hope it breaks somehow or something happens and all of us who have physical media are like.
As soon as Netflix came out, we're like, yeah, it's all consolidated in one place, and I don't have to have 18 million channels and all this stuff. And we all knew that it was going to be just as bad or worse. It's worse already.
It's way worse.
Insanity.
Especially since it's getting bifurcated where these properties, it's like, oh yeah, well, we have Harry Potter. And it's like, you can't watch, or we have The Office. You can't watch it anywhere else. And it's like, oh man, these have the anchor shows. And then if you ever want to watch it. But you're right. Like I went to a used Blu-ray like media store in my local city, and I got the Harry Potter movies. I got the Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah, he's talking about Graywell. I'll plug it. I got a membership. I love that freaking place.
Yeah, Graywell. It's a local tradition now.
Like the only place that survived. I mean, from the era of going and buying CDs and all this stuff, it has adapted and survived. Everything else is dead.
And you know what? I go there, well, during, this is TMI, but I take my daughter to choir, and it's right next to where she goes to choir. So every week I'm like checking stuff out, and progressively there's more and more people there just shopping. And that's an indicator, everybody.
I agree. We're all getting sick of it.
Well, before we talk about this for the entirety of this episode, let's move on to Popcorn Reviews the Reviews.
Let's go. I'm excited for these.
What do you want? You want to end on a good note or a bad note?
Yeah, Whiplash. Okay. No, let's switch it up. Whiplash, end on a bad note.
Okay, well, this kind of spoils the surprise. I have an extra 10 out of 10 that I have to save for the last, so I'm sorry, but I'll go the other way. I shouldn't have even asked you.
Yeah, okay.
You're
whatever
like,
you want. You're the boss.
Whatever.
Okay.
Thanks for asking me.
Just want some reviews, dog.
All right. Well, I'll still start with the 10 out of 10 so that we end on the 1 out of 10, and then I'll surprise you with the surprise.
Okay.
All right. First, 10 out of 10. Rated 10 for rewatchability. Comes to us from Carrie Buys It. Okay. So probably a lady. I don't want to get in trouble here, but just probably a lady.
At least when she wrote this review.
And oh gosh. Carrie says, this movie brings me joy. My husband loves it. Again, another indication. That's kind of, I wanted to throw what seems to be a lady review because it seems like a dude movie. But
yeah,
here's an indicator.
Yep.
My husband loves it. My kids love it. I love it. It may not be Oscar worthy, but how many Oscar winners can you watch over and over again, or even a second time? The chemistry between the main stars is excellent. Not only Farley and Spade and Farley and his love interest, but also perhaps surprisingly with the villains of the movie with Bo Derek and Rob Lowe. The supporting cast is also excellent. The filming locations are perfect. The movie feels high quality, much better than comedy movies of today. And of course, who can forget the hysterical dialogue and physical humor? So much fun. 10 out of 10.
That's really good. I mean, I couldn't write a review that well, and it is exactly how I feel.
Yeah. I think thanks, Carrie, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that you and your husband love
You
it and your
should start
kids.
trying to find reviews like that where it's a woman. We've had enough of loves to spooge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and I've been trying, begging my wife to come back on the show, but maybe in the future it's coming.
I'll wear a wig next time.
Yeah, the female presence is not on Should You Watch This quite at all. Early on, part of the 300, part of the catalog, there is a lady. Sorry.
Go find her.
All right, our first 1 out of 10 comes to us from Brian, 97. So probably
He's
his
too
era.
young.
No, because maybe if he was born in 97, or maybe that's his
Yeah, he's like 30.
maybe he graduated in 97. We don't know.
Maybe.
We're speculating.
Because it's a bad take.
All right, so he can't be born in 97 because his review is from 1998, unless he was 1 year old.
Okay.
Okay.
He just graduated.
We get to the bottom of things here at Should You Watch This.
Yeah.
Brian says the movie was terrible with an exclamation point. Tommy Boy is one of the worst films I have ever seen. The acting is terrible. The comedy is lame. The jokes are gross. Chris Farley was not a good comedian. All he knew how to do was use disgusting humor along with his size to make raunchy jokes. The only hope for the film is David Spade, who provides some comic relief in an otherwise unfunny film. I don't recommend this film to anyone. If you're smart, you will stay away from it. I give this film 1 out of 10 and also an F and 2 thumbs down. Jeez, Dick
Not for
Brian.
them. Yeah, I mean, he does have a very specific type of humor. So part of why I loved it though is because of David Spade's kind of counter to the physical humor. It's amazing, but whatever.
Watching it again for the 97th time, Brian, I feel like I'm a lot more like David Spade in real life. Like I say a lot of the things that he does, like, oh yeah, just short of 7 years. Good job. Like I'm very
Called being a doctor.
yeah,
They're called doctors.
They're called doctors. Yeah, like I feel like I'm more like him as I get older, which is cool.
Me too, but I still think it's wild that you wouldn't like Chris Farley. He's so genuine and earnest when he's doing these things. It's crazy not to like him.
And with my research, by the way, if you love or even like Tommy Boy at any stretch, you're going to enjoy some of the stuff that we bring up this week and next week because there's some things that I didn't even know and it surprised me. So and I've watched this
That's my
100
favorite
times.
part of these pods is like getting surprised by the research.
Yeah. All right. Our next 10 out of 10 comes to us from Blues Bro 9. The title is A New User Comment is Needed. I don't know what that means. Maybe he feels like there's another voice is needed for Tommy Boy.
What he's about to say has yet to be said.
Correct. Why don't people just appreciate a movie for what it is? Why do I constantly have to listen to film snobs complain about good movies? This movie doesn't offer much, quote. Where is the metaphor, the art, etc.? Tommy Boy isn't the best film in the world, but it sure does amuse me. Stupid humor or not, this movie has a laugh waiting around every corner. The acting is good and the timing is even better. There is even a heartfelt, sweet story going on here. It's a great buddy movie and a great comedy. I won't say Chris Farley was a fantastic comedic genius, but he was a fantastic comic that would do anything within his power for a laugh. And it is apparent from watching this film, this movie never gets old for me. It's like a buddy who comes for a visit to crack jokes, and even though you've heard them before, you still cannot help but laugh. So I give this movie a high rating for heart, humor, and for not resorting to pie sex as its only gag.
That's awesome.
Wait, there's more. Just
Oh, shoot.
have fun with it. It is a brilliant film for doing what it set out to do, making you laugh. Next thing you know, there's money missing off the dresser and your daughter's knocked up. I've seen it 100 times. Tommy.
Cheers to that.
Cheers
to that.
Thanks, Blues Bro.
Yeah, that's a fantastic one.
Yeah, I mean, that epitomized, like, I disagree with him that it's not a great movie. Like, it is a great movie. But his sentiment of like,
and what he's meaning it as, he's right. There's not going to be in any awards but it is a great movie in its own right.
Yeah, just chill, okay? Like, people just need to chill.
Again, it's why do you watch drama for drama? Why do you watch a thriller, dude? For thrills, it's thrilling. Why do you watch a comedy? You watch a comedy so it will make you laugh. And as soon as that little kid runs into the sliding glass door, I'm gonna be like,
they do. That's a great point. They serve it up right at the very beginning. This is what you're gonna get. And again, if you go to comedies to laugh, if this isn't for you, then go find your comedy and stop bagging on this one.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, like, even if you like a real highbrow, douchey comedy, Spade's right there.
It's true.
I mean, yeah, you have Chris Farley. We all know Chris Farley. If you never saw him on SNL, like, you know what you're going to get when Chris Farley is in a film. But to have David Spade alongside, like, just ribbing him the whole time is amazing. I mean, their duo is, there's nothing else like it.
Yeah, there's definitely duos and there's definitely straight guys and comedy guys. I mean, back to Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, but
sure.
Well, even Abbott and Costello. So, but these guys have something new and unique to that relationship, and that's what makes it fun. So, our
Great
last
review.
1 out of 10 comes to us from Jacob John Taylor, number 1.
Sounds like a serial killer.
It does sound like a serial killer.
Yeah.
Jacob John Taylor says, it is really not funny. That's the title. This is not a funny movie. It is very overrated. I think people will like a comedy movie because it is a comedy movie. What? Yes. I think people would like a comedy movie if it's a comedy movie.
Yep.
It really does not have to be funny. What? It does. That's the definition of a comedy. It needs to be funny. Oh gosh, most people just most people just think everything is hilarious. This movie, like most comedies, does not have a good storyline. In fact, it has an awful storyline. Not the most people who are big on comedy movies would care. 1 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to even respond to that.
What it sounds like with the line, well, first off, he doesn't think the story is great. And I actually think a lot of comedy movies typically have a very weak storyline. I think this is one of the most rich,
I mean, if you've ever been to the Midwest, like, this is pretty legit. I mean, this is how shit is. So
yeah, it's heartwarming. There's some moments in here I'm like, man, I don't think Chris Farley should be nominated for an Academy Award, but man, he goes for it in this. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, the surprise
what is a comedy that has an amazing storyline that's like storyline based? I'm thinking is Galaxy Quest, is that a great storyline?
Probably. That's a good one. I think that's
maybe
a great
there's
one.
one there.
I mean, Goonies arguably has a really great, but it's more of an adventure. I mean, it's not really
Goonies
a comedy.
Not a pure comedy.
No.
It is funny, but that's not. I mean, Spielberg, dude, get out. But
well,
I can't think of
it's
one.
Richard Donner.
Hot Tub Time Machine. That's a great plot there.
Yeah, that's a good like story plus, and that's comedy.
Dude. I don't know, dude.
Maybe we're not the
Van Wilder. That's a great one.
people to ask about this, but all right, here's the surprise that's not a surprise anymore. I found a review by Unique Particle, and he or she or they have been on the show many times. And I like to bring, like you brought up, likes to spooge,
Loves
loves to spooge.
to spooge.
Yeah, please don't diminish his title.
Yeah, dude. He doesn't just like it.
He loves to. All right, so unique particle. Thank you for making.
What other
it.
episodes were they on? Like, what other?
They're on there. I can't remember right now. There's 300 episodes.
They're a serious critic.
Yeah, unique particle. Thank you. Unique says, I've probably seen this 100 times. Such a gem. I love this movie so much. I used to laugh really hard to where my face would start to hurt. I still laugh, just not as much. Chris Farley and David Spade were perfect together. Crazy to think that they had fights during the filming of this movie. The dialogue is magnificent. Comedy is better than most. It's heartwarming and very entertaining throughout. I feel bad for anyone that didn't like Tommy Boy. Another great one starring the two leads is Black Sheep that hits the spot too. Peter Siegel directed a wonderful comedy about car parts that is delivered very well. I never get tired of Tommy Boy. It's always satisfying with great vibes packed in throughout. 10 out of 10.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yep. And that's how I feel with my favorite movies. It's like an old friend. It's like sitting down and like comfort food, you know?
The heartwarming is kind of an interesting theme that you might not expect if you haven't seen this, but it's very true, and it's very easily felt.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's not common, I would say.
Yes. And
he's just so earnest, dude.
And after listening to these two pods, you're going to have a greater appreciation for this movie, because a lot of times people are like, oh, this is just a dumb comedy. And now knowing what went behind making it, I am going to appreciate it even more. So
excited.
Which is a great segue into should or shouldn't you watch this? Cover your ears. All right, 5 reasons, as always, to watch why you should watch Tommy Boy. Number 1, if you have a soul and can laugh at silly jokes, this is for you.
Love it. Love it.
Number 2, if you've watched SNL in the 90s and you liked it in the 90s.
Yeah, if you like Lunch Ladyland.
Yeah. If you liked that cast, this is for you.
If you live in a van down by the river.
If you are sad and need a prescription to be happy,
great one.
Take this.
I'm gonna say that's your GOAT. Why you should watch this of all time.
Yeah,
that's the best one you've ever done.
I feel like I think I've mentioned this maybe once in 300 episodes again. I can't remember which movie, but again, this is a prescription. Like if you're sad, put it on and your sadness goes away. Even despite having, which we spoiled in the description. Well, IMDb did, but Big Callahan dying, like it's still great.
Yep.
Anyway. All right, number 4. If you love quotable movies, this has it in spades. David Spade.
Nice, dog. Nice. It is extremely quotable.
I quote this movie every week at time.
He's even like quoting it at work on products.
Yes, I did. I've put it in. I've hidden it in things that people it should not be in.
It's Easter egged.
Yeah, this movie and Lord of the Rings, I try to sneak into product as many times. Oh man,
we had a very successful product with some Lord of the Rings shit on it, and no one ever even called us out. No one ever noticed.
No one ever noticed. All right, number 5, and finally, if you like my show at all, this is one of my favorite movies. So watch it for me, The Popcorn Priest. Just do it for me,
dude. I think you should watch it because you can't get this anymore.
There's
no one like Chris Farley. There hasn't been. There really wasn't before. There hasn't been since. And especially when you put him with David Spade, this is shit that you can't find anywhere else. There's not comedy like this. Again, that I know of. Who am I? But you can't find this anywhere else. Like if you want a unique and amazing form of comedy, watch this show. Which sounds like way too high a praise for Tommy Boy, but it's true. You can't get this shit anywhere else.
It's true. You know, it's funny you bring this up because last night it was in my family.
He's getting choked up.
Well, kind of. We do this like round robin pick for movies because we can't decide on anything in my family. But so it happened to be my pick, and I showed the pick to everyone because I had purchased this like a year or two ago, and I haven't watched it yet. I mean, I've watched it, but not christened the Blu-ray. And I was like, I want to watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and my son's like, what does that mean? And I'm like, dude, it's a good movie, man. Can you trust me? And he's like, I trust you, Dad. Yeah. And then my daughter immediately is like, I'm going to Grandpa's, and she leaves. I'm like, what? That's the pact. We have to watch the thing that we pick. I watched so many.
You should hear some of the shit that Chris has watched. The doctor.
I've watched Hallmark movies. Please,
yeah, dude.
This is my turn. It's my time. And so she bails. As soon as my daughter bails, my wife is like, I'm going to go take a bath. And I was like, okay. And my son's like, I'm with you, Dad. So we go down and we watch it. And long story short, halfway through it, my son's like, man, they don't make movies like this. And I'm like,
it's crazy.
Oh my gosh. I was like going to weep. I'm like,
yeah,
you're right, son. They don't make movies like this anymore.
It's the best.
It's the same with Tommy Boy. It's like there are
crazy
comedies
that it's so apparent to a child.
Yeah. And comedies, like you said, they have these other themes that they have to weave in and change. And I don't know. I just like this pure comedy with a fun story. I don't know.
I think the epitome of this show is when he does the cartwheel. It's at the very beginning. He's just graduated college, and he does a cartwheel, and he does it with like the most exuberance that a giant man like him can. He nails that shit, by the way. But it kind of, if you just watch him do that cartwheel, that's what it's like watching this show. That's how I felt.
Yeah, and you can tell that Chris Farley is giving it all he can, and he is genuine. He is a little kid, and he is just really trying to do the right thing. I don't know. It's just awesome. Well, let's get into By the Numbers.
Sir, the possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
What do you think the budget? This surprised me, the budget. I know it's from 1995, so I guess it shouldn't, but I don't know. It felt... I won't even say anything.
I'm the worst at this, dude. I'm so terrible. I'm going to guess 14 million.
That's actually what I think it should be. Between 10 to 15 million. It was 20 million. Seems like a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, what?
I guess they have Brian Dennehy. They've got Bo Derek.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it is cast.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they're like short. It's not like, I mean, Dennehy wasn't in it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
maybe the duo cost a lot.
Yeah, maybe. But they were, I mean, when people are on SNL and they're making movies while they're on SNL, it's kind of like their proving ground, I don't
think so, dude. I think SNL is like, we aren't paying you shit, so you better go make some money on the movies.
Oh, probably.
I really think that's how it is. They're like, you're lucky to fucking be here. You can make some money when you get famous out of here.
Yeah, do a commercial or two because you're not going to make it here. Yeah.
Correct. They're like Caitlin Clark, dude.
Yeah.
They pay her peanuts to shoot the ball, but sponsorships.
Well, speaking of money, this is sad. It made $32 million in the United States. It was not released internationally for obvious reasons. But
what are the obvious? What do you mean obvious reasons?
No one's going to want to watch this in the UK. I guess they do like slapstick comedy over there. Why am I?
Doesn't have enough of the C word. Like what? What?
I don't know.
You don't like. It's pretty physical comedy. The jabs they're not like hard to translate or understand. Like if he go,
it would score high in Latin America then. Dude,
this is extremely Latin American humor. I hadn't even thought of that.
That's
but
true.
This is very like they have. I won't get into it. My wife is from Peru. Latin American humor is insane.
Yeah, I love Latin American humor. It's
very physical, very pie
very,
in the face shit, dude.
Yeah, getting hit in the crotch a lot is
correct.
Yeah,
correct. Nut shots, dude.
Well, adjusted for inflation, that's $84 million, which still
It's like
not.
the Mandalorian opening weekend.
Yeah. So it was 52nd on the box office ranking. Do you want to know what was on the top 10 for 1995?
Yeah. 95. Okay,
95.
I'm 12. The Bulls are crushing. Let's go.
Batman Forever is number one. And this is domestic, okay? I didn't pull international, okay? Just domestic.
That's fair.
Apollo 13 is 2.
Sick.
Toy Story is 3. No surprise there. Pocahontas is 4.
That came out the same year as Toy Story, did you say?
Mm-hmm. Number 5, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Wild. What you're going to... That's more universal? That is an insane show.
There's
no plot.
Popular.
It is so stupid. I'll laugh because I'll laugh at almost anything. But this is a much better show than Ace Ventura.
It's better, but oh man, I love Ace Ventura. It's very good. Number, but that's the second one, right? That when Nature Calls is the sequel.
True.
So
sorry, I was quoting the second one.
But anyway, yeah. Number 6, Casper. 7, Die Hard with a Vengeance. 8, Crimson Tide. 9, Goldeneye. And then number 10, Waterworld.
Number 10, what?
Dude,
this is better than Waterworld.
I brought up Waterworld in my last pod in Count of Monte Cristo. I feel like I need to review Waterworld. I've seen it.
Let's do it.
I've seen it at time.
I've seen it probably 5 times. My wife loves that movie. She used to watch it all the time with her dad, so it has like a sentimental value to it. He just loved it. And it's another insane show. I mean, the plot is better in Tommy Boy.
Well, we might be getting a Waterworld or what's that Battlefield Earth? I feel like I need to watch that.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen it either.
I can see the cover of the show.
I can.
I can see him with the weird little ear shit,
and
like
the nose things.
Yeah.
I need to see that. All right, here's some more numbers, dude. Tommy Boy, this will blow your mind. Tommy Boy was one of Paramount's top 10 best-selling videos, like VHSs. Not of the year, of all time, okay? Joining the ranks of films like Indiana Jones movies, Beverly Hills Cop, Top Gun, Wayne's World, Forrest Gump, and freaking Godfather.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It made nearly $100 million in home video sales. Just in home video sales.
I mean, it makes sense. I'm surprised I don't have it. And again, I'm after watching it, I'm like, I should have been watching this once a month.
Dude, I have the Holy Schnikey edition, dude.
Holy Schnikes.
It's amazing. And by the way, we brought it up in Count of Monte Cristo too, that they don't make DVD menus like they used to. Man, I popped in Tommy Boy. There's just animations. There's extra featurette.
I bought a weird special edition I've never seen of Memento. Do you remember that movie?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a puzzle. So have you seen that? Like when you turn it on, it has like a game, an interactive game. And then you have to, it's like, watch the next things, and it like flashes these little like hieroglyphs almost, and then it puts them all on the screen. It's like click the ones that you saw, and we took the DVD out. We're like, we can't fucking watch this. I guess we're not smart enough. And it's like if you just find the word "watch," which is like hidden on there, it will play the movie without doing the game. But like you definitely don't get that anymore. It is. No. I've seen so many old DVDs, and they are amazing.
There was a moment, it was a very brief moment, but there was a moment in time where I thought about like just getting rid of my DVDs and just getting upgrading them to Blu-rays, which I have done, but I'm not getting rid of DVDs.
Don't, because they're insane. And one of the things that you wouldn't think is there's some really weird trailers and stuff that plays. So I've seen a lot of trailers for the Scorpion King.
Stop, dude.
What a joke.
Okay, here's another one. The original working title was Billy the Third, a Midwestern.
Did the Rambo guys write that shit?
It sounds like it. The reason why that didn't stick was Billy Madison was being developed around the same time. Since Madison was filmed just mere months before and scheduled to be released a month before this, Lorne Michaels insisted that they change the name to avoid confusion. Do you want to hear some of the other options?
Yeah.
Fat Chance.
I kind of like that.
I kind of like that too. Rocky Road.
I don't know.
Not great.
Shitty ice cream. Don't stop using it.
And XL. Sarah's so trash. And the reason why they named it Tommy Boy was because of Big Tom. Dennehy kept calling him Tommy Boy all the time. And they're like,
really?
It wasn't obvious to them, but man, what a great name for a movie.
I probably because it's been in my brain for 30 years, but I can't see it being anything else. Although, what was the first one that you did?
Fat Chance.
That's kind of good, dude.
I guess Billy the Third.
No, Fat Chance. Fat Chance is what I meant. You knew.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Funny. All right, how many times does Tommy say "son of a"?
36.
10.
Damn it. Yeah, 36 is way too many.
That's too high. All right, here's some. This surprised me. During filming, Brian Dennehy was 56 years old. Bo Derek was 38.
I was going to say 40. Damn it. I should have had one good guess.
And Rob Lowe was 30.
Oh, dude, you want to know? I don't know if it's just me, but people looked older then. Like, I watched Jurassic Park the other day. Do you know how much the female doctor, what's her name?
Sadler?
Dr. Sadler. Do you know how old she was?
I'm going to say the wrong thing, but I would say 40s.
She was 23.
Oh, my gosh.
She was 23 years old.
Stop.
What the? Not only is it weird because she looks old, not in a negative way.
Yeah.
She just looks. She doesn't look like a young girl like that. But it's also weird because I think her counterpart was 40. It's like a fucking Bond movie, dude. So I don't know.
Well, and Bo Derek, she does not look 38 in this. She looks way older.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. That is a thing. I don't know what it is. But
Yeah, constant. Like Home Alone. The mom in Home Alone was like 30, dude.
Yeah. Weird.
No, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
I mean, all the Golden Girls were like the same age as the people in Friends or something. I can't remember.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like,
This is an aside. You can just cut this. But I saw one of these dumb AI things where like all of the band members of Korn would like, you know, it was like them when they were young, and then their new self would sit down next to them and then would pan to the next band member. They look so young. It made me want to dye my beard. They're like 57 and they look better now than they used to. Oh. Like I need some Just for Men.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. This was surprised me. Chris Farley was completely sober during the filming because he had a lot of substance abuse. However, because of this, he developed another addiction, a coffee addiction. Ironically, as you take a sip of coffee, Farley would have up to 27 cups of cappuccino every day and sometimes 3 at a time before every scene.
You know what, though? Like, I wish he had stuck with it.
I wish he would have stuck with it.
And I stopped drinking. I used to have, you know, I was too good at it or allergic to it, or there's all sorts of things you say, but coffee was really what replaced a lot of that. I drink a shitload of coffee now, so very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I wish he would have stuck with the coffee.
Yeah, damn.
And by the way, I'm glad he drank a lot of coffee because he was so amped, and that made the movie way better.
Yeah, without that, he's not doing that cartwheel.
No,
he's not.
Multiple times in the show. Yeah,
correct.
In the scene where Paul, which is Rob Lowe's character, is washing the mud off Tommy Boy, it was below 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Farley wore a wetsuit under his clothes to keep from freezing. I didn't know that.
No.
That's cool information.
I wonder if you could watch it again and like see it.
I tried last night. I was like, I can't see it because I could see his like neckline kind of come down a little bit. I'm like, I can't see it.
You kind of look like Donkey from Shrek there. Like,
that's a number. It took the film crew 5 weeks to get the shot of the deer standing on the car and jumping off of it. They gave a car. Listen to this. This is insane that this type of movie went through this kind of troubles to get a scene, a shot. They gave a car to a trainer who fed a deer and let it eat and poop in the car for about a month so that the deer would get used to it before they could bring it in on camera and get the shot that they needed.
that guy must have worked for cheap, dude.
Oh, man. They're like,
He was
hey,
so stoked.
will you train this deer? Here's a stunt car.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep. Oh, my gosh. Honey.
And they only had one take, the only take that it happened. It's so funny, man.
I love it. A great take. What a weird. I mean, what an awesome.
It's like standing on there majestically and then just turns around and pops off. It was great. We have some more deer trivia in the future, so just get settled in. Dan Aykroyd filmed all his scenes in just 2 days.
Okay, where is he now?
I don't know. Probably in a bunker. Or
Making skull vodka I know, but
he's a very. You think about his character in Ghostbusters. That's who he is in real life.
Correct.
Even more of that in real life.
He's a very interesting cat.
He believes in aliens. He believes in, which I kind of do too. He believes, he believes in paranormal activity. Yeah, all the things. Tobin's Spirit Guide is his favorite book. I'm just kidding.
Is that a real book? Could we go buy it?
I don't know. It's just they say it in Ghostbusters. All the time.
I just watched that one too.
Okay, last number. Chris Farley tended to be very shy around women, especially attractive women. He was very cutesy and timid around Julie Warner, who's his counterpart, other than Spade. At first, she thought he was just doing shtick, but he would keep acting like that every day, making it difficult for her to talk to him, even on set. At one point, she pulled him into her trailer, and they would stay there until he was able to have a full conversation. It took 4 hours, but eventually they did it. They talked about sports and his father, among other things. After that, he was able to have casual conversations with her.
That's awesome.
That's kind of cool that, number one, she did that. She kind of was prescient to know that was going on and was patient with him. I think that's cool.
That epitomizes who he really feels like. You feel that when you're watching the film.
Yeah. It's very authentic,
cool.
his acting. Yeah. All right, death count. This is kind of a joke, but one. Yeah, big Tommy Callahan.
R.I.P., bro.
All right, is there anything else you want to talk about before we close and then come back for our spoiler zone?
No, but this has been great.
It's been great, right? I told you there's been some fun stuff, and there's way more to go. So
let's go.
Please join us next week. At this point, I'm going to play the Tommy Boy soundtrack again, even if it gets me demonetized. At this point, there may be some spoilers up ahead, so go watch this and then come back next week and join us for a breakdown of Richard, what were you doing? From 1995. I'm on the social medias. I dare you to message the great Popcorn Priest at Popcorn Priest. I love movies and would love it if you'd share the love. Share this with a movie lover in your life for the cost of a street taco. You can help the Popcorn Priest support his movie addiction and allow him to keep giving you these labor of love reviews by visiting patreon.com/Popcorn Priest. Lastly, the easiest way to support the show and the most free is like and subscribe. And give us a 5-star review. It's easier than selling brake pads after your dad dies. As always, thanks for listening. And thanks to my special guest, Dr. Holy Schnikes Dare.
Thanks for having me, dog.
Join us next week for part 2 of Fat Guy in a Little Coat from 1995.
Fat Chance.
Fat Chance, yeah. Fat Chance or XL from 1995. We'll see you guys next week.